What's going on, everybody? Alex here. Thank you for joining me with this rather Dracula-esque backdrop. I'm in my place in Krakow in Poland and laying low for the time being. Things are quite restricted. There's not much going on. Feeling a little bit isolated sometimes, although I've got plenty going on. But this brings me to the topic of today's conversation, and this was spurred on by someone who wrote me a really in-depth email recently, and he was based in Mexico and was talking about how he's doing okay, but he's struggling on the friendships front and feeling isolated and kind of lacking in the social department. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm planning on doing one of these videos every day now, trying to commit to this daily. So I would never do this every day if I didn't have access to quickly turning on the iPhone and doing this like this. So there's going to be less highly edited, high quality videos and more of these sort of handheld ones. But that's just to let you know about my new commitment to doing this every day. But yeah, on the topic of feeling isolated and kind of worried about a lack of interaction with friends and the potential negative side effects or the potential negative impact of not being around friends and sort of being locked away the whole time. I want to talk on that a little bit and sort of see whether I could put my 2 cents forward on that. Obviously with me, I'm out here alone, pretty much in the middle of a country that I don't really know very well, and I just decided to kind of fly over here for something different and to get a bit of a change of scene. And obviously Krakow could be a lot worse. It's a lovely city. It's a lovely place to be. So this has also been on my mind. How do I ensure that I keep on the ball in terms of social interaction and feel at least the sense of being connected to other people. I'm very lucky to have a job that involves continually connecting with people and continually getting on phone calls and video calls with people as a coach, as a consultant, to help people through their businesses, to help them with their challenges in life and that kind of stuff. So I'm always through my work at least able to get in front of people on video, and even though it's a sort of pseudo relationship, as in we're not there face to face for the most part, I'm doing things through a screen, there is still a lot that can be gained from that one-to-one interaction through video, through phone calls. So I've been lucky with that, and if you can find a way in your own work and in your own just day-to-day to kind of get on the phone a bit more often and get on video calls with people that you know, it's better than nothing. Obviously it's not going to be the same as the real thing to be able to get in touch with someone and to connect and to exchange jokes and to kind of feel that joy of being able to kind of just chat with somebody. The more of that you can do, the more of that you can bring into your life, the better. And if we're restricted, if we're in lockdown, there's very little that can be done beyond taking advantage of that technology. So ask yourself the question: who can I connect with? Initially through an email, whatever it is, and you might find that there's actually quite a few people that are connected to you that you'd forgotten about. Maybe even people that you knew at school that you haven't connected with for a while. This could be a good opportunity now that you have this sort of focus and a distraction-free environment to really think to yourself, okay, who can I rekindle some relationships with? So it's the taking responsibility and stepping into leadership of your inner circle, of your people, that's going to be very helpful for you. If you're suffering through a lack of connectedness and a sense of not being connected and feeling isolated, that's a really great first step, is to sort of take stock of who you know and who's around you and who you could rekindle relationships with. Obviously, you're probably going to have people that you have been talking to in the past that you can reconnect with as well, and you might want to make the first move. They're not going to come to you necessarily. So this is what I do all day long as a coach. I'm always generating new business through reaching out to people, staying connected, taking the first move, making the first move and actually reaching out to people. I do this all the time, and I'm continually having to reach out to people and then deal with no one responding, no response from that particular interaction. So this is part and parcel of being a leader of your of your social connections. You know, you're going to get a lot of people who just won't respond. Maybe they're too busy, maybe they got something on their mind, whatever it is. You don't need to take it personally, but you do need to put in the work to keep your connections buzzing, to keep your network aware of you. This works obviously for business, but also just for sort of social life. You want to be on top of that. So yeah, if I'm putting some suggestions forward in terms of what's worked for me and what's helped me feel connected, is just to sort of take leadership of your network and put in the work to make the first move, connect with people you maybe don't even know that well, but just start creating those connections. It's going to come in very useful in life and business down the road. You want to be starting right now for relationships to develop and to bear fruit in the future, whether that be, you know, social relationships doing well, or even a business relationship and creating sales and that kind of stuff. You want to be thinking about who you're connected to. So if you're feeling isolated, just moving your perspective from worrying about yourself, feeling disconnected, and being in anxiety, and sort of allowing the ego to guide your thinking, which is all about me. Turn the perspective away from me to, okay, who's out there? Who can I connect with? And who can I help? Who can I make feel better? Who can I, you know, share a joke with to improve their life? That is going to immediately put you in the frame of mind of a leader, of someone who's actually sort of bringing joy, service, help, support to other people. And by just adopting that position, adopting that mindset alone, is going to make you feel a lot better, a lot more connected, if you're stepping into the driver's seat of the people around you. So obviously getting in touch with people you already know is good, but you can also take advantage of 101 opportunities for joining new groups online. You can join Facebook groups, you can join communities that are gathering online all the time through Zoom. It could be an improvisation group. This is something that I set up recently. It's a sort of a confidence growth group where people get together and we just sort of we do various exercises and develop our speaking confidence. And there's all these kinds of things out there, you know, free stuff as well, that you can join and take courage in joining. And you'll find there's a ton of that stuff. And actually, there's a lot of opportunity these days. Obviously, this stuff is going to all be online. And yes, it's not quite the same as meeting up in person with someone, but this is just the best we can do with the situation. But you want to be seeing this in the sense of, okay, what's a way I can take advantage of this? You know, I know that it's a difficult time, but maybe there's all kinds of opportunities that are arising right now for me in my isolated state that I never would have even considered before. Maybe in the old days, you might have had like 3 friends in your neighborhood that you would connect with, and you wouldn't even have considered joining a group online. But now things have changed. This opportunity is there. So think about where you could, engage yourself in various online communities. Maybe it's paid, maybe it's for free, but do a bit of a search and ask around, see what's happening, see what kinds of ways you can improve your own skills by connecting with people online. I'm sure there's tons of opportunities, and it doesn't mean that you even need to be constricted to your own geographical area. You've got the whole planet to play around with. These are just some ideas coming to mind at the moment. I would probably leave you on the this idea, which is to do what I've been doing more recently, which is kind of to step up and create my own group. So I've been doing so much more in the world of creating my own coaching groups and bringing people together in classes and get-togethers online, and me either teaching or facilitating or putting together masterminds. I haven't done one of those explicitly, but I plan to. Taking leadership again, being the leader of a group and creating your own communities is where it's at. If you're feeling isolated, don't wait for someone to come and knock on your door. You want to be taking the first move. So that's the theme of this video. If you're feeling isolated and you feel like your friendships are fizzling away and you feel like you're kind of drying up because of that lack of social interaction, this is a great opportunity for you to take the lead and to say, okay, I'm gonna be the leader here of my own community. What community can I create? Start with your inner circle, your general network, and see how you can use this opportunity this time to tidy it up, to start nurturing those connections again, to start connecting and rekindling relationships. So there's already a huge amount of good that's going to do for you mentally. And then beyond that, start your own groups. Join groups online, but start your own groups as well. Start something that's fun, you know, for free, that you can invite a few friends to, and then ask them to invite their friends. And through that, you'll be able to meet a lot of people. Again, it's all online, but this is what we can deal with right now. And when things clear up, you'll have a ton more connections that you can perhaps meet up with in real life, and there'll be all kinds of other opportunities that arise from that. That's my 2 cents for today on what to do if you're feeling isolated, and how you can kind of proactively make something out of it. So, signing out from Krakow in Poland. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I'll be there. Looking forward to it. Speak soon.